Hey, coffee and questions time, guys. It's Eric and Vicky and the car driving by. Hey, you guys saw me doing some painting and stuff on that Fast Lane Daily sign that I did last week. Well, it made his show yesterday. So this is Derek D, guy I've been emailing with, and I want to play you what actually happened on his show. Check out his channel, by the way. If you're into cars, it's really cool. Anyway, here we go.
Alright, so before we get started, I just wanted to show you this awesome wooden sign made by FLD fan Eric Roden and his company, Dave's Custom Carved Signs. I mean, look at this thing. It's actually handmade and etched out within the wood. And it looks pretty friggin' great, I gotta say. We got this last week, and I was like blown away how awesome this was that they would send it. So if you guys want to check them out, the YouTube channel is youtube.com/olddave100, where they give you instruction on how to make signs just like this, I guess. We'll put a link in the description. You can also check out makeawoodsign.com if you want to get some sign carving supplies, or if you just want to learn how to make a sign like this or get a sign done for you. So go check them out. And thanks again to Eric for this FLD sign. I really do appreciate it. How awesome is this?
Beautiful.
It's like heavy. It's like done really well.
Closer to the camera to show everybody the detail.
Man, it's fine on focus.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah, so Eric and Dave over there at Dave's Signs, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Maybe we'll find a place to put it back there or something, but thank you so much.
Let's take down the drive sign and hang that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, check out the link in the description if you want some more information on that. Thanks again. Our fans are pretty awesome, I must say. All right, Lamborghini Huracan.
Okay.
Anyway, so
I'm gonna move over here now.
Okay, are we gonna go a different scene?
No.
Okay.
Well, it's up to you.
Yeah. No, we just roll. We'll roll with it. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. That was pretty cool. Derek D. I've been emailing him for a while, a few weeks, and he got it on the show yesterday. And actually, we got a pretty good bump on our subscribers. So I'm just going to keep doing that until we get the subscribers we want. And anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys. It was kind of fun. Derek D's a cool guy. That channel, love it. I love it. I watch it every day. So anyway, so now let's get into the questions of the actually announcements. I want to go over a couple announcements first. First things first, guys. We are we're getting really busy, and that's good. That's exactly what we want. But Dad does all the processing of the orders, so I want to just kind of give you guys a heads up. If you order router bits, whatever supplies you order, if you need them, or you can order them on the website, or you can call it in, obviously. But if you order on the website specifically, and you don't see your order within, especially if you're here domestically in the U.S., if you don't see your order within 2 or 3 days, or at least get a confirmation from Dad, an email confirmation that it's been sent, call us. I'll put our number here. Call us, because maybe something has kind of slipped through the cracks. Our order count is kind of going up, and you know, lately we've kind of missed a couple orders here and there, and I'll take the blame for it. But anyway, so if you don't see your order within 2 or 3 days, don't wait a week or 2 weeks or something like that. If you don't see your order within 2 or 3 days, boom, give us a call. Find out what's going on, because chances are maybe it slipped through the crack, because we still ship every day, every other day. If we get an order today, it will either ship today or tomorrow. Anyway, so I wanted to do that. Second thing was the seminar. We're starting to get fill in some slots on the seminar, so we're checking out some places. We'll have more details on that next week. I'm sure we will. So if you want to get in on your slot, let us know. You know, if you have any questions on it, let us know. That's the Vegas seminar coming up in October. Seminars, we think we'll have enough that we'll break them into groups of 12. So if you have any questions on that, let us know. That's it for the announcements. I don't want my tape and my knife are sitting on the phone or on the table there, but that's all right. All right, first question. It is, what do I need to get started? Okay, so I get that question quite often. And it honestly, guys, it's different for everybody. what do you have already? Do you have routers? Do you have sanders? Do you what kind of equipment that you need? So it kind of goes into two categories. What equipment do you have, and what will you need? You'll need a router, a sander, some type of a saw to cut your boards. This stuff seems really basic, but for you brand new people, this might seem, this is a very valid question. For some of you that have been around for a while, maybe it's not quite as valid. But so you'll need your basic tools: router, sander, saw, yardstick, different things like that. So on the supply, or on the tools side, those are the kind of things that you're going to need. As far as the supplies go, a lot of guys are laying their signs out with a computer, printing out the paper, gluing on the board. So you might not need layout letters if you're going to do it that way. We have layout letters. The biggest thing, I think, is the router bits. The difference between really making a quality sign and not fighting it, I believe, is the router bits. I believe our router bits are the best, but you're going to need router bits. So if you need them, you know where we're at. You know how to find us. I think that is on the supply side, the stuff that some of it we provide, that we have on our websites. Router bits are huge. So and then in that category, it makes a difference if you're going to do outset letters or inset letters or both. You would need the profile bit for outset letters and the 90-degree V-groove for a background around the outset letters. If you're going to do strictly inset letters, the 60-degree will do everything that you need there. So, it really kind of depends. A lot of people like the router base plates that we make. This is our custom router base plate. If you've got a little DeWalt or a little Palm router, like we suggest, from a supply standpoint, that really is enough to probably get you started. You can start practicing if you have a router and if you have router bits. That really is the start. There's so many different categories with layout templates and cutout templates and that kind of thing. But that I think, to get started, to actually find out whether this is for you. And I tell people all the time, hey, if you haven't tried this yet, don't go out and spend a bunch of money. Go to a pawn shop, get a used router at a pawn shop. Any router will probably at least let you know whether this is something that you're going to like. Now, the one thing that I do suggest is get good router bits, because if you try and start this with bad router bits and bad material, chances are you're going to think, I can't ever do this, and that's the wrong thinking. You really can do it if you've got the right material and if you've got the right router bits. Like I always say, it's 80 to 90% is those two factors. So that kind of, if you have more detailed questions on this, absolutely hit me up. I'd be happy to answer you one-on-one if you have more questions on different things. So that hopefully will kind of lay that out there especially for you new folks. Okay, so another question I get is, second question is, what's the difference between the DWP 618, DWP 611, this one, and the DW 618 is this one? Well, first things first, you can see the difference in size. The height is about the same, but this is a much more powerful router. This is a little Palm router that we have altered. When you get this, if you decide to go with this, it doesn't have this hole in the back. That's the modification that we do, and then we make this little base plate that goes on it. But you certainly don't absolutely have to have that. You can make your own base plate. You can cut your own hole. The difference between the two really is, I use this for light work, profiling of the letters on outset letters and small inset letters. This one I would use to take out more wood because it's got more power. Now, you could use this one to do that, but my opinion is you're going to wear it out prematurely. So if you can have a double router setup, I would definitely have the double router setup. If you can't, if you're not in a position where you can have two routers, if I had to choose, I'd go this one, because this one will last forever. I mean, these things just go and go and go. They're not as quite as handy, I think, as having this one for the small detail. But if I had a choice and you had to pick between one of them, this one will do many more things than what this one will do from a lasting standpoint. This one just doesn't quite have the power that this one does. So I like light duty on here, heavy duty on here. Now, if you already have a router, and it's you know, a big Craftsman, or it's a, you know, a Bosch, or you know, a Skill or Ryobi or whatever, and it's a regular size router, this is kind of a regular size router, it will probably work just fine for you. This is just my preferences, but again, I like the Porter Cable routers are real well. They've got a 450 is the small one, and the bigger one is a 690 LR, I think, is the one I use. So that's the biggest difference between these two, is this is small, light duty, that I've modified to do what I need to do with it, and this one's heavier duty. So so this is the DWP 611, this is the DW 618, no P in there. I think P stands for palm. Anyway, that's the difference between the two routers, in case you guys didn't know. So I think that is that's the two questions of the day. Let's get into the sign carvers. So first we have, set that down there. Wow, my mouth is dry. Okay, from Omar Eastwind. It's a pretty cool little sign, and I printed out what he wrote here too.
Bring it forward just a little bit more into the sun.
Oh, into the sun?
Yeah, there you go.
And now I have to read upside down. That was really not good planning on my part. Hang on, I'm going to move this. Sorry about that. Okay, now I can read.
Bring it out a little more.
A little more? Okay, it says, "Hi Eric, here's a picture of my most recent sign for Coffee and Questions. I ask, how much should I have charged for this sign? It's 28 inches at its widest and 11 inches tall. Finished with 2 coats of spar urethane. I only charged $60. I think I should have charged at least double that price. But I'm starting out and considering it a learning experience. I'm in the poorest county in the poorest state, so most folks don't expect to pay big money for anything. Thanks for your advice, Omar." And I've already written Omar. I think he sent this to me maybe a month ago. I've already written Omar on it. So if it is 1 foot by 2 foot, basically that's a little over 2 square feet, I would probably be minimum of $100 range on this, probably closer to $130, $140 with the artwork that's involved. But hey, you know, Omar, if you got $60 for it and you had a couple hours work in it, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I used to be down around 30, 40 bucks a square foot, so there's nothing wrong with that at all. I would have charged more, but you know, you have to take all this stuff into consideration. You want to get your work out there. You want people to see this, and if you don't get the order, you don't have a chance to make it. So, especially if you like making sawdust, then, you know, I don't think $30 or $40 is a square foot is bad. I'm just at a different spot because I don't. I've got a lot of other things going on, as you guys can imagine. So I think you did just fine, Omar. I really do. I think you did just fine. As you go along, your signs. You sell more signs, your sign prices are going to go up, and you'll do really well. But really a nice sign. You've done a great job there, Omar. All right, so second one is Gene Stilley. Stilley? Might be Styley, I'm not sure. More? As the sun.
Yeah, we got shadow and sun and...
Yeah. So my arms are almost not long enough to get into the sunshine. So this video is going to be up a little bit later than normal, guys, just because it's been kind of a crazy morning, but I wanted to get it done. Great job on this one. I really like it. I like the mounting there, and a lot of work in there. I have no idea. I think this might have been a donation to his church. I'm not sure. But Gene, sign carver of the day, I really like it. It looks really, really good.
You're almost at 15 minutes.
A lot of work there. All right. All right, I'm getting the stink eye from the boss, so we better shut this down. So please keep sharing our videos. Go out there and have fun, make some sawdust, and remember, up next is Dad's thought of the day. So you guys are going to like this one. It's pretty cool. So anyway, everybody have a good day. Make some sawdust. Be happy. And we will see you on the newsletter on Friday. Bye.
Hi, folks. Old Dave here again with a thought for the day. Now, you may not like to hear this, but I want to tell you that you are exactly where you've chosen to be. You are where you are. You have what you have because of choices that you've made in the past. Now, if you don't like what you got, or if you're not satisfied with where you are, simply make different choices, and you can be and get to be whatever you want to be. And here's a thought for the day. If you continue to think what you always thought, you'll continue to get what you've always got. If that's not enough, make some changes. That's just old Dave, thought for the day. See ya.